Hello Star Seeds and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. As you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, today I'm going to be showing you how to juice without a juicer. Okay, so there's a few ways that I do my juice days and things like that. So I'm just going to show you guys my juicing routine and how this goes because at one point in time I did have a juicer. I am going to end up probably getting another one, but this is just to show you guys that it can be done without one. So we're going to get right into the video. So first, what you do need, if you don't have a juicer, you at least need a blender, $20 blender, Walmart. However, most people normally have a blender. Now, you can do, you need a blender and a strainer. Okay, just blender, strainer, and a bowl to strain everything in. And you can do it just fine, just like that. The only thing with that method is you won't get all of the juice out that you need, but you still get a pretty good amount of juice. You just won't get like every last drop to have that dry pulp left over. If you want to get every last drop to have the dry pulp left over, I use nut milk bags. So this one, it was like less than $5 at Whole Foods. And they also have them in like 3 packs on Amazon. So you can get them from Amazon. They're very cheap. It says great for making almond milk, extracts, juice from seeds, nuts, and pulp, strains, jellies, cheese, and preservatives. So this is just normally what I use to get all the juice out of there and get it going. Okay, so today I will be making a pineapple orange ginger juice, a green juice with cucumbers, apples, celery, and grapes. And then I will also be making a pineapple pea flower lemonade with the cores of the pineapples. So we'll be doing all of that today. Got all my containers and everything to put everything in. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now first, strainer method without the nut bag. I'm going to do my ginger first. I do my ginger juice by itself, and then I'll incorporate it and add it into the other juices. But I just like to start out with the ginger by itself. And I just want to show you guys how the strainer method works. Because ginger itself, with the strainer, you can kind of get it juiced out enough. You'll get it down to the pulp with the ginger. So I just chop it up. I leave the skin on it. You just want to kind of cut it into small pieces. Pieces like that, and just throw it in the blender. All right, so I have all my ginger here in the blender. I'm going to add some water. Typically with the ginger, I do about a whole bottle of water. So now that all of the ginger is blended up, it's pretty much all blended there. You're just going to pour it over the strainer in your bowl and strain all the juice out. And the good thing about this, I don't have to clean my blender out because we're just adding everything to it. So I just take a spoon here like this and just press out all of the juice. Okay, you can see it. You're just going to be left with a nice ginger juice. Now, the good thing about starting with the ginger, if you do ginger shots, if you make, you can make ginger shots with this ginger juice. You can add this to your teas, all those different things. So I'll be splitting it up into my different juices here. You can add some, when you make your shots, add some apple cider vinegar. If you're doing things for weight loss, trying to keep your stomach down and things like that. So as you can see, you're just left with the pulp. And you can do many things with the pulp too. Let the pulp dry out. You can use it, make your ginger powders. You can make for kitchen stuff, for spiritual things like that. And you're just going to be pretty much left with the pulp here. And you can do the same thing for all of your fruits. Now you can go step by step with all your juices. If you want to make celery juice, just blend up your celery with the water, and you're just going to use the strainer, a really good strainer, and just get all the juices out. And that's it. It's just really that simple. So the next I'll show you how to do it with the nut milk bags. So that's all the ginger here. And we got a good amount of juice left in here. Make sure you get all of it out. And I don't like pulp in my juice, so sometimes when I'm just doing the strainer method, I will kind of sift it twice. I'll strain it twice sometimes. And here we have all of our ginger juice. All right, so I went ahead and cut up both pineapples. I have one full pineapple here in the blender, and then I have another one here in this bowl that's gonna be for my next juice. And with both cores, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my pot so I can get my tea boiling while I'm doing the rest of my juicing. I also have 3 lemons cut up here. I'm gonna add them to this pot as well so we get this lemonade started. So you got your pineapple cores, your lemons, and then I have my pea flowers here. I'm gonna just throw them in the pot as well because we're gonna end up straining this tea. A bit of that, and then I just use honey. I'm gonna add some honey in there as well, and I just eyeball it because it's gonna be pretty sweet from the pineapple. But you just want to put like a couple spoonfuls of the honey in there to make it sweet. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just add my water. Now I am gonna be adding, I have about 3 green tea packets. I'm gonna add them to this as well, just to make it like a green tea. But you can add anything if you wanna add lavender, add hibiscus, whatever it is that you wanna do, you can go ahead and add it to your pot and make it like a tea or make it like a lemonade, however you like it. So we're about 3 bottles of water, and I only drink spring water. So we're gonna add about 3 bottles of water here and go ahead and get this brewing and started. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend up the pineapple. So I have my whole pineapple blended up, and I have my nut milk bag here. This is the cheap one, like a cheap version since I got it from the store. I do really like the ones from Amazon the best. But you have to be very careful with the pineapple. It does get foamy very quickly. It gets very foamy, so it did kind of overflow out of here a little bit. But we're just gonna pour this right into, I have a little bit of my ginger in here already. So this one is the pineapple orange ginger juice. So we're just gonna pour it right into here. Now I'm holding this bag because I'm holding this too at the same time because you want to make sure that it doesn't slip. And you're just gonna pour it in there. Make sure the nut milk bag does not slip off of your picture here. Slowly sliding down, so I just want to make sure I don't want to get any of that pulp and foam into my actual picture here. So then you can go ahead and take it, and you're just gonna squeeze all the juice out. And I have nails, so I have to make sure I don't puncture the bag as well. And you can see it straight in here. And there you have it, it's pineapple juice. Pure pineapple juice, no additives, no preservatives, no sugar, no nothing. It's very sweet, straight pineapple juice. And we're just gonna, I'm gonna get my oranges cut up, and we're gonna add that to the picture, and then I have my orange ginger pineapple juice. you will be washing your hands a lot. They'll be sticky from all the juice. So you want to make sure you definitely start out with clean hands, of course. But you can just see all the juice is coming out. And all you'll have left is the pulp. And once again, you can reuse your pulp. You can make ice cubes out of it, freeze it, add it to your drinks, dry it out, make a powder, add it to your compost, whatever you see fit. No waste kitchen. Same thing with the oranges. I'm gonna go ahead and get them cut up and blend it. And you can use your orange peels for other things too, your spiritual stuff. Let them sun dry or bake them, dry them out, add them to your baths, make your powders, all your spiritual things. Almost all out here. So it can be a little time consuming if you're making multiple juices. You're just making one juice, trying to do something quick. Another I do like just pineapple and apple. It makes like this sour, like green apple and pineapple sour green juice. It's really good. So this is pretty much all I have left. I'm gonna squeeze out all of that juice, and this is the full pineapple. And then I'm just gonna rinse the bag out. So I pretty much got most of it all out. This is all pulp left in here, and then I'll just clean this bag out and keep going with the rest of the juices. All right, so I have my bag all rinsed out here. I have 5 oranges in the blender. I'm gonna go ahead and add the water and get them blended up. That half of our container is full. I'm going to be just putting the juice in the bowl first over the bag, the nut milk bag, and then just pouring it into there. Just a little easier since we're working with what we already have here. So I'm just gonna hold the bag and pour all of the juice over the bag. And it's okay because it can sit in the bowl and then I can lift it up. We got fresh orange juice. Squeeze all that juice out. And you can use room temperature water first since you are working with your hands. It will be cold if your fruit is cold, if your water is cold already. It'll be easier to just have room temperature water and room temperature fruit. And then put it in the refrigerator and get it cold. So that's just something to be mindful of. And make sure with this specific bag, you want to make sure that you're holding it correctly because it will slip out. I did have a little slip out. So now there is some pulp in here, which is fine. Because now I'm gonna show you how I just strain the pulp out if that does happen. Especially since we're using it over the bowl before we put it into the container. Because I do not like pulp. I don't like pulp. I don't like little fruit bits in my drinks. So sometimes you may have to run it through the strainer again just to make sure you don't have any pulp in your juice. Okay, I pretty much have it all squeezed out now. So I'm just gonna put this to the side. So you'll just take your strainer, put that over your picture here, and then just pour it right through the strainer. So we can make sure we're not getting any of that pulp in there. And sometimes you may have too much juice as well. So now I have a little juice, so I can drink some orange juice right now while I get started on my green juice. And here we have our pineapple orange. And we're just gonna put that in the refrigerator. You can go ahead and stir it up, mix it up. It does end up like settling and stuff, but you can see that there's some pulp left over here. And this is our orange pineapple ginger juice. I'm gonna go ahead and get that in the refrigerator and get started on the green juice. Be sure to wash all your fruits and vegetables before juicing, especially if you're going to leave the skin on. This is the tea brewing. Alright, so now I have all of my ingredients for my next juice chopped up. I do just need to cut up these cucumbers here. But we have apples, cucumbers, celery, pineapple, and grapes. So once you have your apples all cut up, you want to sprinkle some lemon juice on there to stop the browning, as well as the ones that's over here waiting. I have a whole lemon in here as well, and I'm going to go ahead and just add my water. And this is going to be my green juice. So to make things easier, it's a lot easier once you have all of your stuff cut up. If you want to, have everything cut up and have it in bowls and just blend, or cut as you go. It's completely how you like to do it. What works best for you, how you like to operate and do things. I want to show y'all the different ways that it can be done. And we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, so the apples are all blended up, and I also have the cucumbers cut up, and this is everything that's going to be in this next juice. Okay, it's all here to the side in my bowl, and I got my bag and the bowl here. Same steps, just a different juice. You can use your leftover apple pulp as applesauce, things like that. It's just pure apple juice here. And that fresh green, I love this bright green color. Green apples just are very good. I just like the sourness. It gives it like a little sour sweetness. It's really good. You can see you're just left with the pulp in the bag. The average drop without tearing your bag. So that's about it there. And you can just see the leftover pulp. And you just turn it inside out to clean it. I have my pitcher here with my ginger juice at the bottom. And that's the start of my green juice. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and get all the rest of this blended up, and we'll be back. All right, so we got most of it all blended. This is the last little bit I have left, and as you can see, we have 2 pitchers full. And this is the green juice, all of the ingredients that you saw earlier, the celery, cucumbers, apples, pineapples, and grapes. Now I just, this is my first time adding the pineapple to the whole green juice. I normally don't add pineapple to this, but I really been liking how the pineapple and apple blends and taste. So this time I'm doing that. I normally have spinach. So the last thing with the green juice, I normally do like spinach. You just put a whole bag of spinach in a blender with the water and add it to your juice. Or you can just kind of have it to the side if you don't want that earthy taste. You can add it to your juice as you go, or however you see fit, whatever you like. And then the same water bottles that from the water that we use, I just fill those up for a quick grab and go. So this is the last of it. And as you can see, the pulp once again just stays in the bag. So I'll have some extra leftover juice from this as well. I can go ahead. Gonna pour that in my cup. straight to the glass. Got my strainer here. And that's that. I'm gonna put the top on this. And now I'm gonna show you guys, we're gonna do the tea. All right, so I have my strainer cleaned out in my bowl here. I'm gonna go ahead and strain that tea for my lemonade, tea, lemonade, whatever you wanna call it. And we're just pouring it right through the strainer so we can sift out all of our flowers and fruits. I don't wanna stain my countertop. Pretty purple color from that pea flower. Go ahead and get this nice and chilled. Now I only used 3 bottles of water here, so I'm probably gonna add one more bottle of water. Everything is just here in the strainer. Okay. So here we have our lemonade. And then just add another thing of water. And that's my lemonade. So we have all of our pitchers filled. Everything is done. So if you want to try this at home, go ahead and try it at home. Get you your nut milk bags, get you your strainer, and start making your juice. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. I enjoyed making this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in, stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.